All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Second down, Winston. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it'll bring up third down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Complete, he finds Bray. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Buccaneer first, Winston to Bray.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Now the first running back drafted this year, it's Saquon Barkley, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And you remember pre-draft, there was a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Shotgun now for Manning. It's caught, chuckled. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Winston. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Connor Barwin in there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd and long for Winston. Eluding the pressure. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is Kalen Clay. And it's fielded at the 34. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Going up top. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Giants and Bucs, these two teams, they met in Week 4 last year in Tampa Bay, and it was Nick Folk with a game-winning field goal, 25-23, and at the time, that sent New York to 0-4.
And how about the last 2 to get them to 0-4? Last on a 61-yard field goal at the buzzer by Philadelphia kicker Jake Elliott. And then they lose this one to Nick Folk in Tampa.
Yeah, and then, of course, everyone knew the rest of the story. A season that Giant fans would like to forget. Manning now on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Vinny Curry in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. Jameis now on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. First catch there for Evans. Good enough for a 1st down. And that's the first connection. The number 1 overall pick in 2015 finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Winston. And Boyd has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Winston. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Credit the Giants' defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, Do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
It's a gain of 5. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Zebra, zebra.
Play action. Manning is going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He'll get it up the middle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who is going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never got a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense.
And that's caught inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On first and 10, Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Manning again here on second and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and 10. To throw, it's Manning. To Barkley on the check down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now, can't he?
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of a veteran taken with the defense will give him.
Throwing is Manning. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And that one results in 35 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaky towards it. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Into the red zone now. Manning. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
There goes 26, 27 to Sam, 27 to Sam.
The pitch goes to Barkley, looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one,
and he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Rosas now to kick this one away. On the return, this is Jaquiz Rogers. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Olivier Vernon, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down, Winston. And he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy that has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
To throw, Winston. And Winston lost the football. Well, the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
Good. 288. Go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam. Zebra, zebra, zebra. Set. Zebra, zebra, zebra. Set.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The first down throw for Winston. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Winston now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. He hits Rodgers in the flat. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Jameis now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. And that is caught by Jackson for a Buccaneer touchdown. Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now a play fake. Manning. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, Jonathan Stewart. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. With it is Jackson. Stays on his feet. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Winston now to throw on 1st down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun, Winston. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. So nothing set due to time constraints. We move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. To return, it's Kalen Clay. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the 2nd half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Manning to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there. Manning to Shepard. 47 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Manning. It's caught, Shepard. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Now Stewart on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, they run with Stewart. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
The Giants on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And Rosas puts this one through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the counter, here's Jones. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And the Giants ready to come out now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The Pro Bowler Brent Grimes brings him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Still searching for that first interception in this game and down on the scoreboard. Remember, they won last week, and a big reason why they had 3 picks.
And one characteristic I've always noticed about great defenses is that they want to be the ones that have a huge impact on the game and actually lead their teams to victory. So you just noted 3 interceptions last week and they won. A little extra pressure that they're feeling right now because they haven't gotten those interceptions in this game, and they're losing.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Manning now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Manning. And that'll be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Hey, go 56. 27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The fullback dive held up short. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing, Winston. Blitz coming and down he goes. Damon Harrison in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Now Winston. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd down, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Fielded at the 20. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Right back to him on 1st down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run with Barkley. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Manning now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The toss out to Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now they'll throw it with Manning. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Go 56, 27.
Here's Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level, a wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something that stopped his swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Winston. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Winston now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now Winston. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Barkley. And an alley to run. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, he was the first back taken in the draft. Ended up going number 2 to the Giants, and there was never a doubt that he would be the first runner off the board. We just saw why. His ability with the ball in his hands to turn a nice little game into something big. He makes plays no matter how you get him the ball.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On the run, it's Barkley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a handoff. This is Stewart. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Manning. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now it's Barkley, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I like the call there, because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll go to Barkley again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tackle made by Justin Evans. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. This is Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Barkley, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Easy, easy, easy.
Winston to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock. And we are... So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. On the return, Clay. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Manning now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Manning. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Pushing his way through. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Go 56, 27 to Sam.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun. Manning. Got a man, it's right. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Into the red zone now. Manning. Throw left side complete. That's right. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a 3rd down. From the gun, Manning. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jameis to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Here's Winston. And this is caught by Jackson. A gain of 13 and also a first down. They wanted to avoid the dreaded fourth down and having to get a conversion or it being the final play. They picked it up, though, on third.
I love how you described that because we've been in those situations and seen it. If you get to fourth down, especially in overtime, things get a little shakier, don't they? The hands get shaky, right? The throw, if you're going to throw the ball, being able to run it, all of that coming down to one big play. Very nice of them and nice for them to pick it up on third. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw, Winston. He hits Rodgers in the flat. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And this is going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, Winston. He's going to air one out. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Jameis again. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. Again, it's Winston. And it is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. But we thought this...